One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. The Flames will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what...
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Flames offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets it to him on the screen. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Daniels. Oh, what a move. Turning it on.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Powers forward. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to sneak it. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Gray. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. 3rd and long.
25
From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mobley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw, it's Reed. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Powers through the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. A&M comes back out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Carroll. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Concepcion. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Mobley.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's Basco. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The play action fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Red pass hits complete. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
21, Liberty, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking to pass. It's Basco. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gray. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
This is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to...
Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Craver. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the option. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
At the 29, brings up 2nd down.
They give it to him again. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Mobley. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Trying play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Vasco. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Craver. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. It's Bussey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up second down.
They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to throw, it's Vasco. Grab behind the line, it's Gray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Flames will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna run it. It's Moss. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air, it's Vasco. Finds the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
2nd down coming up.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Flames want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bussey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 24-0.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Basco. That's reeled in, it's Henderson. They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Mobley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Mobley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mobley. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.